Right. Right, now that's sorted. The whole schedule your next stream. I thought that was going to end up fixing the problem of having the whole thing be very slow to update. Turns out the whole bleeding thing may just be to Google Hangouts. Christ. No, stream to the bloody page. It's yeah, YouTube's still not the best place to do streaming. Pretty much the main place I'll try. It's, well, if it's taught stuff, I'll mainly want to do it here. Let's make sure the audio's coming through. Yeah, right, audio's coming through, alright. Yes, actually. A couple more tweets and then we're on the go. Yeah, everything seems to be going, why? Just delete that tweet. It's just this YouTube stream app is still a giant pain in the ass. It really is. Yeah. Anyway, this should be. I'm actually close to the microphone when I actually talk. This one should actually be quite interesting because this is actually hopefully, well, the plan is I'm going to be streaming this mod, or me trying to get through this mod, because the mod is actually quite extensive with like 3 different dimensions, 4 different dimensions, with a final boss at the very end. It's all of it seems really complicated. I've gone through it a couple of times. Getting it, yeah. This certainly seems to be one of the mods that not entirely sure how intuitive it is. Not entirely sure how intuitive it is, but it's it'll be interesting seeing how it actually turns out. More than anything. Let us tweet it via my main account. Yeah, let's find the update. Jesus Christ. Right. Christ, my bloody Twitter is just. Yes. Never tell a lot of the time. Oh god, I have to look at that afterwards. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. Well, anyway, this mod is going to be, well, let's get straight to it. It should be that one. That one, yes. Yeah, and as it takes quite a lot of setup. Yeah, and I think I start with the beginning. As this mod is a very extensive thing, its baseline to start off with requires a lot of the normal stuff to be done as well, like access to diamond and all the sort of stuff to be done, which is a little bit of a problem for some mods. Some mods just complete overhaul. This is one of the ones. I think because it's a big addy thingy where it added a bunch of stuff. It's got, oh, my nose is getting weird. I've done a lot of talking. I've done a lot of talking anymore. Yeah, because it adds a bunch of stuff to it. And if you saw it on the Twitter, I'll probably I'll put the video up on the YouTube channel before. I made a brief video about it because it's well, I did a bit of extensive building setting up for this because a lot of the required materials like access to diamond is required from the offset. So I added a fair few things as a start thing. I should turn that off. Should I keep the music on? Music off. I don't know. Actually, I'll just turn it down. I'll turn it off entirely. Yeah. Because I've arrived in the town. It's yeah, I'm not entirely sure how representative it is of some of the Lovecraftian towns like Innsmouth or all the other ones, but it's yes, the town, a large town, all set up and all nice. I'm kind of tempted to be releasing the map after all the Halloween streams are done as an additional thing, and you can tell this is what the mod has added, the encroaching darkness. But the town has already responded, kind of, to the encroachment by having the entire wall and then just sealing off the areas. The town has sealed off the exit into the sort of polluted area, to the dark, to the I was like tempered, not tempered, tainted. That's the word I was looking for. To the tainted area. It's yeah. It's got 3 iron golems. A bunch of people's already in it. It has. I just remembered of something I need to change. So something I need to actually add or fix for it. Got a fully stocked enchantment table as well. Fully things. I managed to get one record, sort of by brute force. Yeah, I have a habit of climbing up there. Get down, down. Yes, there's quite a few things added to the town as well, and the Valley of the Dead. Yes. That I'm going to have to come back here during the night, actually, because I'm going to need. Well, first of all, let's go to the house that it was inherited by me, as all Lovecraft stuff goes. The house that is inherited, that has the dark secrets of its master, which will be more understood in the video that's currently on the Twitter, but it's also going to get put on the Facebook. It's yes, the manor home of the uncle of the story, more than anything else. The family relation, the family home passed down after a apparent suicide. It's a small little crop garden. Yes, little area. I've already put in a bunch of secret things as well for people. If I do make the map public, then people can actually go and have a look. It's some things to cook, some food, pretty cooked. Yeah, it's all nice and built in the area. In here, access to the attic, which is got a few little things in it. A few little building supplies and just general junk, I suppose. Well, let's venture off into the bedroom. Bedroom is here. Nice, pleasant bedroom of bedroom with his some leftovers. Let's take these. Oh no, take all of them. Don't know why that started happening. It's yeah, and a book. As a start, that is part of the mod because it doesn't actually tell you how to make it. So I kind of gone like, oh look how to make it. There's also a few ramblings. It's yeah, it's a few ramblings. But this is the thing that's very important. So I'll put it back as it is important. Like so. I actually need to make sure I actually know how to make it. So I'll do that with me for now. But I might just have to make sure. Well, actually, one thing to do would be to get myself the supplies to start with, because it's not sign. It'd be very bad if I sign it. Right, so I need. Right, so I need to have a book, 2 iron, and the rest of it is the flesh, as it is the book of the flesh. As it is the book of the flesh of the book. A book made of flesh. And if you know Lovecraftian, or even just normal supernatural mythology, you will know precisely what book I am talking about. And that is pretty much, and that is as far as my understanding of this mod goes. So it's going to be pretty interesting seeing how this turns out. Right, so the first thing I need to do is to get 2 bits of iron. This is the food storage. So we've got food storage for plenty of food, plenty of beef. The book place with the leather ended up having a bunch of cows, a bunch of food come along. This is the coal fire storage with a bucket of lava. It's I needed to clear the lava, so it's getting in the way. And this is the library. So the first thing to do is get the book first. 2, 3, 1, just the one. And no, come on, move it. Need to have the book first. And let us get on to get the iron for the clasp. This is the general rock storage. We've got a bunch of stuff: dirt, clay, granite, gravel, diorite, andesite, some sand, pile of cobble. I'll take that just in case. Actually, I'm going to need that because I'm going to need to make a shovel to desecrate some graves. Nitrite, diamond, gold, iron. 2 for the clasp. So that's 2 for the clasp. And what else I need to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I wonder if the significance of that is like 666 or so, 616 or whatever the number is. Oh, perfect weather for digging up graves. I think it's best to do it under the cover of night, I suppose. I'll wait until no one's around and do it around the back when no one can see me. It's yeah, do the preaching from the pulpit. Right. Well, the red sunset has come. Oh dear Lord. We're digging up graves. Well, to continue on with the uncle's research, I'm going to required to dig up some graves. This is going to be fun. Right. Well, it's the cover of night. Make sure no one's looking. Not looking this way. Not looking this way. Right. Oh Christ! Right, 1, 2. 6. Right. I was never here. Let's return home and begin the monstrous beginnings. Begin the monstrous beginnings of the beginnings. Well, this is going to be fun. Right. While in the kitchen, of all places, let us put together Necronomicon. Oh, great. My descent into madness and evil begins now. New recipes. Great. How enchanting. It's... yeah, book, 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 book. Yeah. Not a normal recipe. Make sure it's... everything is ballooned out. It's gonna get distracting. Right. Let's go to the table and let's have a read. Forbidden knowledge. Abyssalcraft. Abyssalcraft is a mod which uses the book to guide you through its many focused exploration with 4 new dimensions you can explore. The dimensions are reached through gateway keys, which keys are designed to create portals between dimensions. The 4th dimension is reached by falling out of the 3rd. Okay. Okay, I did that. That's new. I didn't know that. The overworld has been expanded with 6 new biomes. That one and that one are the ones that are encroaching onto the land. There are also 5 new types of stone, 15 new ores. Okay. There, Abyssalcraft. From exploring, Abyssalcraft uses his own type of magic through the use of rituals in order to worship the great old ones. Right, descent into madness of the worship of the old ones. It's going to be interesting. Apart from magic and exploration, there are also machines allowing you... Drinky. Apart from magic and exploration, there is machines allowing you to transmute, crystallize, and materialize objects. There is also a coin engraver. Oh, there's no other pages. Right, the great old ones. Before the ages of man, the universe was ruled by a race of ancient demonic gods known as the Great Old Ones. Due to a conflict eons ago, all of these beings are imprisoned far away where no man has ever set foot. The outer gods, Azeroth, the demon Sultan, is the ruler and possibly creator of all existence. It resides outside of the universe, sedated by internal sound of pipes and drums. Despite that, it has the will of its own and issues commands to Nyarlathotep. It's well, being rather fluid around the language of fantasy stuff. I think it should be quite easy for me to pronounce some of these ones, or hopefully pronounce them right. Nyarlathotep. Yeah, actually, yeah, that sounds about right. Because it's Nyarlathotep. Oh yeah, Nyarlathotep. Right. Great old ones. Cthulhu is a great old one, trapped in endless sleep underneath the city. Underneath the sea in the city of Relay. Relay! It's, the Nightmare Corpse City of Relay. Okay. Interesting. Right, so he knew that much, at least. Knowledge, great old ones, greater old ones. He has the head of an octopus and the scaly body with wings on his back. And his state of endless sleep comes from a war against the elder beings, which ended with Relay sinking to the bottom of the sea. One day he will rise to rule over the earth. I heard that. What the I heard that. That's very creepy, having an Enderman warp noise while I was reading the Necronomicon. That's not cool. That was creepy. That was unexpected. That was very, very unexpected. Right, okay, doesn't seem to be anywhere. Back to reading. Great old ones. Great rule of Earth. Ah, okay. Hastur, the unspeakable. It's pretty easy to say Hastur. Unspeakable is the Great Old One and Cthulhu's half-brother. Not much is known about Hastur, but he is known to take a form of a king in yellow robes, wearing a mask. Well, that's something to look out for then. If we start seeing a guy in a crown and guy in a crown dressed in yellow robes, I know to run the fuck away. Like most Great Old Ones, he's capable of taking any form he desires. Well, then what's the point of saying that he can take a crown in yellow robes then? Of a king in yellow robes, if he can take any form he wants. Could be me. That'd be weird. It just suddenly just see me and it's like, oh hi, and then I explode suddenly. Jazar. Oh, okay. Jazar, gatekeeper of the abyss, is the bastard offspring of Hastur. Having a desire for power, not wanting to wanting exile to the stars, Jazar reached out beyond time and space to achieve his freedom. The results were similar powers to that of a Yog-Sothoth. That of Yog-Sothoth. Yeah. It's either Yog-Sothoth or Yog-Sothoth. Because it's either so Thoth or Shot-Hoth. Either way, Yog-Sothoth. And the punishment of eternally guarding his imprisoned fellow deities. Right, so he's the prison guard then to the apocalypse, I suppose. No more pages. Okay. The Abyssalcraft. The Abyssalcraft is an unholy tome which in Necronomicon was written when Jazar read that section to Alhazred. Yeah, it's the story of Alhazred. Alhazred the Mad. Patrons! Guy who paid for mod. Get that over the way. It's ancient writing. Okay. Overworld. The overworld has been experimented by biomes. Abyssonite is no found in the darkland biome, stronger than diamond, can be used to create tools, weapons, armor. Found below 32. When mined, drops blocks to smelt. Okay. Dark stone, picked up a stone found in Darklands. Majority of Darklands mountains are made out of stone. Dark ramp also consists of material. Alright, bug. It's a mod bug. Format error. When mine drops darkstone cobblestone, it can be turned into bricks called darkstone bricks. This material is 20% stronger than regular stone. It can be used to make tools that are 20% stronger than their counterparts. Oh, okay. So I can smelt it into bricks and then use the bricks to carve like stone stuff. All right. Corellium or corallium. It's found in ocean biomes and swamp biomes. Gems has multiple uses. Creation of corallium pearls. Large amounts of the gems could be great corallium chunks, which could be smelted down into refined corallium ingots. Right, we've got the first gateway key. Right, we'll need to have that to make the first gateway key then. Darklands oak is a new tree commonly found in diamond biomes that could be used to create planks, which could be used to create stairs and bear. Normal fence, it's darker. It'll be thus more stylish in design. So just generally just dark. Nitrites, new ore found in the high world. It can be used to create gunpowder. Well, gunpowder isn't that hard to get by. That's alright. I'm just currently reading the Necronomicon. Oh, this is fun. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I should show you around. I'll show you around when night has, oh, okay. The rain hasn't subsided after digging up some graves. It's, yeah. This is the uncle's home. The, died of an apparent suicide. Well, he shot himself, so it's not really not much of an apparent. Got the attic up here with various bits of stuff in it. Various bits of things. Then we have the bedroom where I found this book, which has got a bunch of things in it. That's the recipe for the Necronomicon. For the Necronomicon down here. It's flesh book, flesh. Yeah, yeah. I kind of know what you're alluding to, but I'm kind of going at this not knowing where the mod is going more than anything else. But it's also got a couple of bits of madness in it. That is not dead. That could eternal lie with strange eons. Even death may die. Yeah. Even in time, death dies. The nightmare corpsity of Relay, which, as it says here, is Land of Cthulhu. Yeah, the temple beneath, the mark of devotion, the brand upon the earth. Okay, that's a new one. Haven't come across that one. I said feigning no knowledge of what it actually means because I wrote the book. The temple beneath, the mark of devotion, the brand upon the earth. I know what it means. I'm not going to tell anyone else what it means. It's going to be a secret because I might actually release this map as an actual map to do, or an actual map to have, because this has been fun making all of this and I like doing it, so I might end up spending a lot of time making it, and next year I might end up not giving away plot details of that. Not giving away plot details of what may or may not happen next year. Yeah, kind of disregards everything that is probably going to happen at some point. But hey, here we go. That's the greenhouse. It's the mansion. That is something that people who are knowers of Lovecraft should know. Actually, probably the best thing to do would be to see it the proper way round, and a slight allusion to other mystical goings on and secrets that are hidden inside this map already. That is the way that people always know and the people will always see it. Yes. That one is going to be an easy one for people to guess. Well, it's kind of going to be an easy one to guess because it's not the one that people usually associate. Because the one people usually associate with it is the secret. Is the secret of secrets. Yeah, and this is the township. I have no idea what to actually call the town yet. I don't want to call it like Innsmouth or anything else like that. I don't really want to call it anything like that. It's yeah, it's a township. It was an actual town that I found. That's why I just built around it. So the graves. This is where I dug up the graves to get the flesh to bind the Necronomicon. I dug up this grave, so it's no flesh in that one, or it's that one. It's either that one or that one. Either way, there's no rotten flesh in that anymore. There's just bones. And this one, as a little hinty, this one is a special grave. It's kind of more darker than before. Well, this one is a special grave. It's dark in obvious. If you think about it, it's very, very fucking dark. This one is just a reference. This one is a special one for a reference. This one is a special one because it slaps you across the face, giving slight hints to stuff that I've added in for funsies. There's also a secret about the library, which isn't a secret at the moment because I forgot to change it. So I'm not going in the library anytime soon until that is fixed. Food storage. Actually, on that, I'll take a bit of food. Providence? Yeah, I was thinking about something like Providence. It's yeah, the furnaces for the ores. Ores are upstairs. And also, it's a bit because as a time-saving measure, no, I'll show you this first. As a time-saving measure, I got a bunch of materials already from the mine, which is largely disused because it is right next to the swamp, which is part of the plot. A bunch of stuff. I've got loads of fucking iron. But also, I have corallium, a couple of bits of corallium, which is to save time, because that's one of the special ones that's added from the mod, which I'm going to need to get to the first, key, the first gateway key to get them. And this is the secret way to get through the forest quicker. Let's do that, because you can't jump up. You can only jump up here, so you can go straight to the wall. It's a slight little thing there. And this is the mine. It's water brushed down to flush the land, to flush out all of the stuff. The furnace. Yeah, some of the dirt, some of the rocks and stuff got piled up before the mine was closed. Oh yeah, let's just start stabbing up these ones. Because these guys have been a pain in the arse building the bloody map. Especially going off to the desert to fill some of the stuff. Because these guys are anti-players. They're a special mod, or mob, added. Ow. Fucking die. Added for the mod. It's a zombie, basically. Nothing really special to it. And that is one of the tormented areas. I'll show you a bit of that afterwards. But I'll show you a bit of the mine, because you could take the stairs that go the ladder that goes all the way down, or you could base jump and take the long way down, or just take the scenic route. Yeah, this is the mine. I've dug out a huge chunk of the earth as a way of, well, mostly up this bit. Dug out huge chunks. This is the mine that was once used, but then not disused when the outside world became infested with monsters and demons and blah, and stuff that go blah, because reasons. Yes. It's a long way up. I spent basically about a week building this map. So that's part of the reason why I'm kind of going, perhaps I'll release it as an actual thing. Perhaps I'll release it as an actual thing, because this has been quite fun. Yeah. Within sight of the walls are two of the special special biomes, because they added, just reading the Necronomicon out in public, they added a set of new biomes. No, new biomes. The normal plains, forest highlands, mountains, and the corallium infested swamp. That one over there, the light bluey one, is the corallium infested swamp. And you can tell that its infestation is dark and dank and miserable. As the gateway, the south gateway that used to be here, has been blocked off. Has been completely blocked off, and yeah, basically barred. But if you go this way, there's the library with the clock, which you can't read when you're in front of the library. And it's yeah, the darkness, it spreads into the land. So this house is mostly abandoned because it's been taken by that, and no one dare go up in the guard tower on this one anymore, because it's yeah, horrible in that corner. Then there is up here more houses. Up here this way is the other watchtower, which has got railings down there to stop things from climbing up. But this is the corallium infested swamp. That is the dark lands. That is where I'm going to head off at some point. But that is horrible. Yeah, some of the mobs that are in there are absolutely friggin' horrible. Yeah, it's going to be fun! It's going to be fun walking into monsters and demons and going off and trying to kill elder gods. Yeah, that's going to be grand. Right, forbidden knowledge. Overworld. What do we get? Materials. Materials. Corallium. Darklands oak. Nitrite. Which is just. What is that really just used for gunpowder? Material will likely have additional uses in the future. Oh, okay. Because this mod, part of the reason I want to do this mod as well, to have more behind the scenes. Part of the reason I want to do this one is because this one has been in the works, or has been in various areas of development since 2012. So it's the same guy as well. It's a guy in Sweden. Why is it always the friggin' Swedish? It's always the friggin' Swedish. There's something about it. It's because you have got Morphman is the tech boss person, the website manager for the site. He's Swedish. Then there's one of the guys I've gone quite friendly with, who's making a game called Blood, Bullets and Bananas. It's my friend Pedro, who is based out in southern Sweden. And there's this mod, also made by a guy in Sweden. What is it with the Swedish? And just mad shit. It's weird. It's why Swedish are always fucking mad. But yeah, because the latest update for this one, even though it's been in the works since 2012, the latest update of this one was, yeah, probably, yeah, because you are, yeah, because the latest update for this one was last August. So there's actually been a mod that's actually in active development. Hence the reason I'm going, yes, perhaps I'll do this next year as well. Because it seems like this thing is actually going to be staying in it actually has a fairly decent updates. So, yay. I tried liquid antimatter. Oh god, found underground in corallium infested swamps. Ability to dematerialize entities and can also force other liquids to solidify upon collision. If you happen to fall into a pool of liquid antimatter, you will likely die within approximately 5 seconds, as it deals a large amount of damage in a very short amount of time, making it quite hard to avoid certain death when coming into contact with it. Well, having a bucket of that around is going to be rather useful. Yeah. Yeah. The lack of sun makes Swedish people mad. The constant rain makes British miserable. Let's go back to progression. In order to reach the Abyssal Wasteland, one must craft the gateway key, which requires one to travel to the Nether and visit the Darklands and a water-based biome. I have plenty of water. I have the Darklands through the other side of the swamp. I'm going to the Nether. Part of the reason why I did all the mining, I can just do the bucket method, and build a Nether portal, but also might build a temple as well. Just because let's just add normal Minecrafty madness to this whole thing and add a whole sort of Nether temple, sort of buried underground somewhere. Give them a reason to abandon the mine. Actually, yeah, there is an ocean biome that's not that far as well. It's a couple of chunks down to the south side, past the manor. It's down there. If you keep following the river, you can end up through the forest, past the jungle, and you're in the you're at the sea. And from the Nether, you need 2 blaze rods. That's going to be grand. That was the plan I had for today, was going to the Nether, and probably need a few more for later. Well, I've got plenty of iron. Although usually I usually just go around with stone tools a lot of the time. Don't really use it. Don't really use armor at all. For the Darklands biome, we need to slay living shadows to finally obtain shadow gems. They are most commonly found in Darklands Mountains biomes. Recommended to obtain the shaft of rending in order to obtain shadow gems faster. More information in the special armor tools section. Water biome, need corallium gems. Already got a bunch in there. Or to create pearls. Once you have obtained these items, you'll begin crafting transmutation gems. Excess blade rods to make powder of these. Recipes from the shards of oblivion. That sounds fun. Found the section of one of the section when you find 4 shards of oblivion. Then 4 redstone dust. Got that. Infuse an ender eye. I need to get those. I hate fighting endermen because they do like because I usually go around in stone tools. I don't usually need anything else. They end up they can 3-shot me or 4-shot me, which is a pain in the ass because I have to kill them with like 6 or 7. Fusion ritual, found that I can rock on in order to create Oblivion Catalyst. Great, for the gateway key. Once the gateway key is crafted, simply right click on the ground to form the portal. For more information, you need the Whistling Comic-Con requires 8 skins of the Abyssal Wasteland in order to upgrade. Oh, okay, so I have to upgrade this Necronomicon into change it from human flesh to demon flesh. That's going to be fun. Special materials. What's that? Corallium infused stone. Corallium gem cluster. Resources must be added up to 9. If you use a 9 clusters around with stone blocks instead of 2 rows, broken or smelt, you get the corallium pearl. Shadow fragments, shadow gem. So I need the right 9 gems to make the shard. This is dropped by shadow monsters, and shadow gems dropped by shadow beasts. The Darklands Mountains. That's not concerning. Transmutation gem, shadow gems to make the shard of oblivion. Gateway key. Aha, that's what I need to get to the next land then. The gateway key. Corallium pearls, oblivion catalysts, blaze rods. How fun. Oh, and fun. Armor and tools. What's that one? Staff of rending. Shard of oblivion. Staff of rending. You can harvest energy from certain entities by right-clicking. Abyssal energy can be harvested from any Corallium entity inside the Abyssal Wasteland. Dreadlands energy can be harvested from any Dread entity inside the Dreadlands, or Mortal energy can be harvested from any entity inside or Mortal. Shadow energy can be charged from any living shadow instances of craft with sufficient energy collected. Okay, that makes total sense. No one said using the Necronomicon was going to be easy. I'm already slightly confused. Oh, great. What is this book? Yeah, this is basically the history of the Necronomicon. It's basically the history of the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon was made in around 700 BC. I think it's either 700 BC or 700 AD. By Abdul the Mad Arab al-Hazred. Abdul al-Hazred. It's the book itself is a book of human flesh bound into a book written in blood. That's if you go for the original version. There are lots of different versions. The other one, like there's been loads of other versions. It's like if even people like Aleister Crowley have been people who have gone, whoo. But the Necronomicon isn't a real book. It was made up. It was literally made up by Lovecraft. Al-Hazred never existed. The Necronomicon never existed. It was made up as a MacGuffin. But then there's loads of these whole things where people actually believe the Necronomicon is an actual thing. It's like, no, it never was, never has been a thing. It was made up literally by Lovecraft in the 1940s. So, yeah, there we go, 722. Although, apparently, because there's two separate dates of the 1700s, because when Lovecraft died, all his literary works was passed down to someone else, but someone else continued writing sort of the mythos stuff and added a whole bunch of stuff after it. And I think he changed the date. Or is there something like Lovecraft's one was like 733, and he changed it to 1722 because the coordinates that the second guy, the guy after Lovecraft died, even the global coordinates for Relay changed slightly. It's still kind of in the same place, but it's shifted slightly southwest, so it's slightly more southwest. It's you can tell the idea they both had was to have it at the point that is furthest away from any landmass, but the one guy changed his mind. The second guy changed it afterwards. This is what happens when you don't put strict rules on your literary works when you die, and why the whole idea of Terry Pratchett going, no, just run over my hard drive with a steamroller, no one's going to be making more stuff out of my crap, out of my dregs, was kind of an honourable idea, because he wanted to avoid just this problem. It's, yeah, the history of the mythos itself in a literary sense is actually kind of interesting, because it's actually a fought over thing in the public domain, because some of it is in the public domain, but some of it now isn't, because of the changing of the law in 1929. So it's yeah, funsies. Yeah, I did a lot. This is part of the reason why I quite like Lovecraft. Is kind of in the same position as Poe, where some of his stuff is rather ambiguous in a legal literary sense. Yeah. Abdul al-Hazred, Madab, Man Good Old Ones, Derby-Derby-Doo, and this whole things. And apparently, reading the Necronomicon makes you mad. And there's actually two different deaths. Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's a big list. There's a list of about 13 different authors that are currently living that have written parts of the mythos over the decades. It's basically, this is something that's been kept on going. It's actually been quite interesting in that. Although with Stephen King is about the time for him to be passing it on, because he's slowly going blind and daft. So it's yeah, so he's gonna be moving it on soon enough. But yeah, even the death of Abdul al-Hazred has changed twice. Once he just disappeared into the madness and ether, and the other one, he was literally a necromancer who brought someone else to the dead, transcribed it using the dead guy, put the dead guy to rest, and and exploded. Basically, as the great old one came along and tore him apart. It's basically he made the Necronomicon and then died. Really? I thought his one, because his one was, because all of King's ones are the part of Stephen King's multiverse, because that's the whole thing with It and Christine and Maximum Overdrive. That's a funny movie. Yeah, it's all part of his multiverse thing. So I didn't think the whole thing was part of it. I know he wrote a couple of books that are going. I said, yes, this is Lovecraft, blah blah blah. But there's other ones like his most famous ones like It and Christina and the Tommy Knockers. It's his list of stuff comes pretty weird. Four types of Necronomicons: the Abyssalcraft, the Necronomicon, the Abysmal Wasteland Necronomicon, the Dreadlands Necronomicon, the Morthal Necronomicon. These for knowledge of the specific dimension. In order to unlock the knowledge, must travel to the dimension, power the Necronomicon with the flesh of that world. The Abyssal Necronomicon is this known only to Jazar. Knowledge of the man was not meant to obtain. 'Tis where madness lies. Right, miscellaneous information. Wait. Ah, cool. Oh. Okay. I think that confuses matters more than anything else. Making sort of like It and Tommy and like It and well, actually no, Tommy was aliens. That's even stuff like Maximum Overdrive was technically aliens. Actually, yeah, that's weird. Thinking about it, it's either monsters, demon from the beyond the pale of the abyss, or aliens. It's kind of it's kind of shows the reason why stuff like the Tommy Knockers is batshit insane, and why It is actually kind of scary, or can be. Apparently, the movie's funny as fuck. So, upgrade kit crafted wooden planks, cobblestone, string, and flint. Upgrade kits, upgrade tools and armor through an anvil. Oh, okay. Upgrade kit, iron upgrade kit. Units of the next material. Current materials are wood, cobblestone, iron, gold, diamond, apsonite, refined collium, dridium, ethaxium. Interesting. Iron plate. Iron plate can enhance the saturation. Certain food. Ooh. Does that mean I eat the iron as well? If I have to eat the iron as well, I'm not going to bother. I've got plenty of cows. I've got a wooden cobweb. Where the fuck are we going to get cobweb? Yeah, from dungeons. Right. Okay. That really does just overcomplicate things. Having stuff with stuff like that. That really just overcomplicates things. Oh. God, that really does overcomplicate things. That's... Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, thinking about it, around the actual story, it's basically just going through the normal Stephen King book and going like, oh, by the way, it was Cthulhu. It's like, and amendment, it was Cthulhu all along. Like, they Moriarty that shit. I think that's probably what he was doing. Yeah. Here's to clean dirty plates. Build plate. Oh, so you don't eat the plates, it just becomes dirty plates, and you have to do that to wash the plate. No, cobwebs are really hard to find though. Fuck that. No, not gonna bother. Plate to get military rations. Yeah. Is the Dark Tower supposed to be Cthulhu as well? Or no, not Cthulhu. It's supposed to be the Darklands, or the monster place, the interdimensional place of the Migo, or whatever that is. Is that supposed to be that one? Because that'd be confusing as hell. Yeah, the thing is, that's kind of what most people were suspecting, because Lovecraft has suddenly become cool, kind of like Tesla. He's just suddenly become cool all of a sudden, and everybody's become retroactively kind of cool, which is kind of not surprising, considering, well, things like Tesla is kind of gone like, yes, he actually gets recognition because Edison was a bastard. But with Lovecraft, it's like the whole Edgar Allan Poe thing in the 90s. Because Poe suddenly became cool, and now it's the whole thing of he's suddenly become cool. Yeah, that was the way that I understood it. That's part of the reason why the whole it thing confused. Why the whole it is like Cthulhu or something, or the it is connected to Lovecraft. It means like it is the thing, and yeah, yeah. I think it's just Steve. I think it's just him. He was given the ability to start adding stuff, and it was like, okay, I'll add my entire canon. And so, yeah. Probably just passed out all of his stuff over. The food stuff and fried eggs. Is fried eggs something added by the mod? Because I have no idea if fried eggs is added by the mod. Because I made some fried eggs because it's just cooking eggs, but I've no idea if there's an actual thing added by the mod or not. Twice the saturation. Chance of dirty plate when eaten. Was that just steak on the thing? Beef on a plate. That one, epsonite ore, block of iron. Oh Christ, that's 9, 18, 20. Plus the 4 percent of William Paul. ODB. Colin. ODB core. Oblivion Death Bomb. That sounds fun. Oblivion Death Bomb is crafted with an obsidian and an ODB core, obsidian catalyst, and liquid chlorium bucket, and liquid antimatter bucket. Highly explosive. That sounds fun. I think that's how I'm going to die in about 3 weeks' time. I'm going to make that and just go to the mine and then just nuke the underground and just do like, I'm going to do some underground testing. It's like, I know how to get rid of the Elder Gods. Just carry one of those things and go, hello, buddy, boom. Yeah. I can kind of understand the whole point of it, because the main sort of it's the same kind of thing with Poe. It comes up with that very sort of 1920s, 1940s bit of class. That sort of very sort of almost very British, very New Englandy sort of class. It's like, no, we will be civilized, and you will eat it with a plate and a knife and fork, and it will be the tastier because of it, rather than eating it like an animal with your hands. So I can understand the mentality. It's kind of fun, but the whole thing, the fact that a bloody washcloth requires cobwebs, just make it string. Just make it string, and it's fine, because cobwebs are really fucking hard to find. Because the only way you can get cobwebs is by stabbing them in a dungeon. No thanks. Cobwebs are rare and hard to find. Fuck that. If it was string, I would have made a dozen of them by now. All of my food would be on a plate, and I would be the fanciest man in the fanciest part of town, and the manor would be full of washcloths. Yeah. Or does the washcloth, is it just is it actually used? Because if it's not used, then that kind of explains why, even if it was just cobwebs, then it would still do that. That's a question. That could be something for them to add, because I'm not sure if the guy might be actually watching these streams. Hello if you are, even retroactively on VOD. Hello. Yeah, if you actually use it, then item has been used 0 out of 20 times. Right. Okay, so it has 20 uses. Would prefer if it was permanent. Because like I said, cobweb's hard to find. Or just make it string. I can get string. String is hard to find because you have to stabby spiders. You have to stabby spiders to get the string. And then, yeah, do that. Just change that to string. Bit of advice. Playing testing the mod as well. We got death bomb, crystallized carbon, carbon cluster, dense carbon cluster. What's that? Obsidian. What's that? Crate. Oh, I didn't know you could make crates. Sticks, planks, and chest. Extra row of inventory items. What? Has an extra row of inventory item slots more than... Oh. That's what I fucking say. If it acts like a backpack, Jesus. No, it doesn't. There's an extra line of chest. Oh, okay, so it just carries 12. 10, 12. It's either 10, 12, or 14. More items. Okay. Whee! Don't miss. Enchantments. Thank. Iron wall. Enchantments. So anti-knockback enchantment. Repelling knockback when applied to hit. Okay. Decorative statues. Decorative Azeroth. Decorative Cthulhu. Decorative Hastur. Decorative Jazar. Decorative Nolethotep. Decorative Yog-Shoggoth. Or Yog-Shothoth. Or Yog-Shoth. I'm just going to say just Yog-Shoth. I'm confused by the Yog-Shoggoth. Shub-Niggurath. I always have to say that very particular Shub-Niggurath. Because, yeah, with some of the subtexts that were in Lovecraft's original worth, that kind of has bad words of connotations and built badly. Yeah, Shub-Niggurath. Yeah. The linguistics out there are probably tapping the keyboards going, wait, what did he say? I said Shub-Niggurath. You have to speed through that beginning part of the word with the N, because otherwise it sounds fucking awful. Lovecraft, you racist bastard. Yeah. Sharon. Yeah. It's Lovecraft, and the way he did some of this stuff was always a pain. Actually, I didn't go through all the other ones, did I? What's the book? Spell book. Modify spells. Oh, what the fuck? Totally not confusing as fuck. I'll leave that until I understand what the bloody hell it is. Open compendium. Can I just add shit then? Whee! What do I do? What is that? What do I do? Am I changing anything? Wait, what the fuck? No. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be weird to fuck that out. Rituals. Information. Getting started. Right. All get started rituals need to create altar, blah 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 blah. Altar. I've tested this out before to make sure it actually worked, because apparently some of the bug tests prior that I read got like, it's a bit weird. So I just did that. So I put together one of these before in one of the creative modes to make sure. Yeah. Well, I think having a mod that's based around reading the book made of human flesh, summoning demons from beyond the pale and beyond the dimension of absolute comprehension of a place beyond time for demons to enslave and destroy not just humanity but the entire universe, I think ad-friendly went a long time ago. If people actually understood the stuff we're talking about, it's like, actually no, this is actually horrible. It's like explain what the Necronomicon is. It's a book made out of human flesh. Yeah, fun. Pedals project smoke towards the altar. Potential energy and sacrifice. This is where the statues and stuff come along, because you can actually add statues and makes it slightly more powerful. Yeah, last time I did that, I died very swiftly. So I'm asking to be one of the ones I'm going to do quite a long while ago. I'm going to do that afterwards. Energy pedestals, a stone pillar, Ritual charms. Sacrificial altars. That's going to be fun. Energy collector. Energy relays. Tablets. Rending pest pedestal. Yeah. Yeah. I don't trust. I don't trust these bastards anymore. Yeah. I think that's usually ended up being the big problem a lot of the time. It's just a core part of the thing is now. It's just I don't trust these bastards anymore. Energy depositioner. Energy depositioner. Does make it just call it bleh. Rather than going as a baby, it just goes bleh and acts like Wi-Fi. Actually, yeah. Energy depositioner. That's energy Wi-Fi. There's a potential energy. Good place to start. Antim is required to collect some of the PE, collecting objects in the Shoggoth layers, swamps and rivers. Shoggoth monoliths was constructed with monolith stone. And they collect PE. Lesser Shoggoths only build these monoliths under certain conditions. Theorists claim that it's to do with the power positionings, but they're generalists and don't understand the concept of hierarchy. With 6 or more lesser Shoggoths are within 32 blocks of each other. One is prone to rise a monolith out of the ooze. Sounds fun. Yeah, I played because the achievement hunt a lot. Started doing Sky Factory. I played a bit of that. And it's it's doing it as single player is boring as hell because it's all about the whole thing of doing as little as possible. So it gets kind of boring. Yeah. So this one is going to be interesting. The lesser Shoggoths at the ooze. You should take into account that lesser Shoggoths have no limit on how many monoliths they construct, leading to a possible infestation. If you notice Shoggoth activity near your homestead, it's highly advised you immediately evacuate your land. Hence the reason why the people built a giant fuck-off wall. Immediately evacuate your land, construct a large wall. Yeah, we did that instead. Quite difficult to be cautious. Yes, I know, because I tested them out, and they like two-shot you. They're a bastard to kill. Statues come in different shapes. Derby doos. Energy positioner, manipulator is a generator where the fuel are stone tablets charged with PE. Boost efficiency of the statues, manipulators, beamies, death sacrifices, fire beams around, of beaming, of collecting and beaming of beamings, and stuff. That stuff is ages away. Pedal energy, no. Pedal materials, no. Right. Pretty much done now. Normal. Right. So I think the thing to do now is just get to the nether more than anything else, because I'm going to start needing some... I'm going to start needing some progression. I need to have a gateway key. So I'm going to start needing... actually, I think the first thing to do is to actually just go into the swamp and see what's actually about in the swamp. Seems like the most logical thing to do is to go and start stabbing monsters in the face. So, yeah. One of the things I might do off camera is build what they found, as they found a secret thing when they were mining in the mine over there. They found a thing of underground that leads to the nether, and whoa. Have that as one of the other secret things, purely for the sake of expedience, done off camera. I'm probably going to be doing that a fair bit for the pure sake of expedience. Alright, let's delve into the Corallium infested swamp. The one thing I know is that the actual trees and things, they're just discoloured trees. So they're still oaks, they're not actual special things, they're still just... I think the apocalypse already happened, or already started. Do I bleed in the Corallium? No. Well, at least now I'm not going to suddenly just explode while running around in the swamps. Hello. No, you can ignore me. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hello. I'm gonna have to start killing some fools. Hello. 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 Ow. Don't punt me, you son of a bitch. What's that? Well, it goes like sand, so... I don't know what that is. Is that the slime? Hello. Are you gonna... Well, you can't walk through it, so... Oh, you got wearing gold. You're wearing gold as well. Super attack! Ow! Son, fuck off. Fuck you. Go away. You are not welcome. Come here. Can I... Well, this is totally not creepy at all. Wait, it's... Oh, I know what it's like. It's like the, I say netherrack, not netherrack. Soul sand. There we go. I'm getting rid of it, because if it is the slime, the book said if too much slime means they're going to end up building an altar, which, like, brings lesser Shoggoths. And I'd rather not risk it this close to town. So smashy smashy slime. Smashy smashy. Whoa, hello. Go away. Go away, you son. Sweep. Go away. Munchy munchy. Well, I can kind of understand why they abandoned the post now. Big monsters and stuff go grrr. Well, there's some mushrooms over there. We don't have any mushrooms. Let's try and get through here, getting as little contact as possible. Because that would prefer. Because they take a lot of hits, I'm going to burn through the stone sword pretty quickly. I'd rather use stone a lot of the time. Damn it. Ah, no. Swim. Right. Are we... Right. Okay, this just reads. Right. Was there a squeak or was that just my jaw? I don't know. That... What's that? Do I have to kill it? What are you? What the bleeding hell are you? Hello? What the fuck are you? You're a coral infested chicken. Okay. I dare touch it, so I don't know if it have like a cuckoo effect or something where you stab it and then it suddenly explodes and everyone goes blah, and then like monsters appear and eat your face. Oh, that's what the bloody squeaking was. It was a friggin' bat. Right. Okay. I feel slightly emboldened to go into a forest of abject darkness. This is not a horrible idea at all. Oh. God, this is totally not horrible. Knowing there are shadows in here makes me slightly concerned. Because I can't see a damn thing. I can kind of see a thing straight across, but it's looking at black. It's like looking on a black background, looking for a black thing. I can't see bloody anything. Well, that's totally not weird. Another bit. Darklands oak wood. Well, I can make planks. I'm gonna get a couple of bits and burn it and see what happens. God, that dirt colour is glaring. I think I've got 7, one more, and then I can spend a whole coal chunk. Wow. God, I can't see a goddamn thing. Yeah. Well, no. Well, it's just the thing I'm concerned about is shadow beings suddenly going blur, but seeing something black in that is looking out for a black thing in a black area. Totally fun. That is normal dirt blocks. Okay. The buggery poo. Right. I found a thing. Totally not concerned. Totally not concerned at all. What the fuck? Oh. This is an altar. You can tell because the setup of the cobblestone is pre-set up. Which I'm not running into. And there's something else over there as well. I don't know if it's nighttime or not. I'm terrified when it turns to nighttime because I am going to get fucking swarmed. Right. Well, this is the setup for a ritual altar area. I guess this is going to be my go-to altar then to do the rituals. It's far enough away from town. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm concerned now because I don't want stuff to suddenly start spawning around me. Well, at least I have a way out. Got a way to run away anyway. Just run out into the sea and hopefully ghosts can't swim. That's a weird hope. Right. And there's this place. So that's going to be my ritual area when I get to the point of having to do rituals. Just not at the moment now. Question is, what the feck is this? This is totally not fucking creepy at all. I don't know what this is. No materials. No, it's definitely going to be in the overworld. Alright. see you at some point. I'm going to be streaming this every Monday, so you can come by for that. Right, what is this place? Special materials? No, it's not really special materials, is it? No. No. Oh, that's the one. That's definitely the altar. That's there. Don't know what any of this stuff is. Bloody chicken scared the bejesus out of me. Okay. The one thing I didn't look up was the bloody monsters. Great. I think it actually is night time now, so I'm going to get the hell out of the forest. Going to the swamp and risking seeing witches and slimes is probably going to be better than risking it and ending up running into ghosts. Get the fuck away, get the fuck away, get the fuck away, get the fuck away. Right. Right. One thing I didn't bloody look up was the actual monsters. Right, abyssal zombie can be found in various ocean, swamp, beach, darkland biomes. Formerly zombies have been infected with the Corallian plague, causing them to evolve these beings. Possible against regular zombies, they also spawn in the abyssal wastelands and the end. And horrible things, and more horrible things, and more horrible things, and what's this? Inside Corallian infested swamp, you can find several life forms made out of antimatter. If antimatter collides with its normal counterpart, they explode. They are anti-versions of zombies, abyssal zombies, skeletons, depth ghouls, bats, cows, pigs, chickens, creepers, spiders, and players. Anti-players don't explode. It's and I only find that out now. If I knew there was a chance that they would explode, I wouldn't have been just fighting them. Jesus. Right, I'm glad I didn't hit the chicken then, because if I hit the chicken, it would have exploded. Okay. Note to self, don't hit those things. They go boom boom. If you encounter any of these animals, you will quickly notice that it's hostile and screams when you hit it. I guess that's just evil animals. Yeah, the evil animals are pre-evolving demon animals which hatches when you kill the current animal-based organism. They are immune to fire and hello. Hi. Are you coming towards me? I would prefer you not. Although it's quite good to know that you don't swim. It will make fighting you a lot easier, as you have to come to me, and I am standing on a thing. So, hi. You are coming at me. Okay. Okay. Guard my loins. Prepare to stabby. At least I have some. That you, because that just scared. Everything in this mod is designed to scare the fucking shit out of me. I'm gonna be driven mad by this. Go away. Go away. Go away. Don't. What to drop? Corallian plague, flesh on a bone. Grand. Crap. I don't like this. I don't like this. God. It's... Imagine if I didn't bloody see him. I was just scared the shit out of me. Would have just had a... Good fucking Christ. I'm not gonna get home. I'm gonna go through the forest. I could just go round the forest. Take the long way around. Oh, Christ. Oh, is that? What is that? What is that? That's a skeleton. Yeah, just skeletons. It's amazing I'm just gonna get that's just skeletons, the things that would usually kick my ass. Right. Hello. Depth schools. Evolved colonium infested undead spawns where abyssal zombies spawn. Depth schools are the masterpiece of Chilean plague evolution on zombies, rarely mutating onto these behemoths. Some of them gained new forms, such as Pete, Mr. Wilson, and Dr. Orange, each stronger than the other. Grand! Totally! Fucking fantastic. Ooh. Wait, that looked like a baby zombie. That was creepy as fuck. Right. This is creepy as hell. Yeah, I think the thing to do would be to go to the nether, actually. It's either do some digging in here or not. Do some digging in here or head to the nether. Bloody rain means I can't see where the bloody moon is. Can't see where the moon is, I can't see how far night has been. Bastards. There's not much left on this sword, which is a bit of a problem, as Tid would prefer. Hi. Found something else. Daylight. Fucking great. Good buggering Christ. Thank bleeding God it's daylight. Oh hello. I saw you. Did you despawn? I think I have a habit of doing that. Oh no, you just went under there. Hi. Do you mind? Give me your shit. Right. Okay, so what in buggery is this then? Abyssal zombie. Hi. Might be time to make a new sword. I should. Actually, no, I did take the cobblestone. Cool. I can make a new sword. To you too, buddy boy. Hi. Are you stuck? I should be fighting you. A piece of piss. Then. Fighting you a bit easier. I heard that. Where are you? Where are you? That just freaked the shit out of me. I just heard it. What the fuck was that? I can hear you, you fucking mad bastard. I just don't know where you are. I don't like it. I don't like it. Is there a cave under here? Oh, there you are. Fucking Jesus. Corallium plagued flesh. So I've got Corallium flesh. And more dark, miserable, horrible areas of horrible death, murder, horribleness. Fucking great. I think I need to be slightly more equipped and get the fuck out. Oh god, this forest goes all the way. That means I have to go through the forest to get back to town. Fucking great. Rain, stop, you bastards. It's stop doing that. That's fucking terrifying. Stop going in my ear. Really, really off-putting, and I really would prefer you didn't. There has to be a cave under here then. If oh yeah, there is. Right, okay. At least I know where he is now. Okay. That's birch forest. Hopefully the birch forest goes all the way through the Darklands and I just end up at the Corallium infested swamp. It's very strange that I would prefer to be in a swamp than be in a forest. It's great. Right, let us. Actually, this is a plains, isn't it? Right, okay. This should make. That's just dirt, isn't it? Yeah. This should make this area slightly easier to comprehend. I'd prefer if it was brighter and not raining. Right. Hello. Totally not fucking creepy as fuck. Right, so we've got one thing over there, another thing over here with an actual thing in it. That's totally not fucking creepy. It's staring at me. What the fuck are you? Is that the Cthulhian statue? I can't just put my bloody back to the bloody thing. Is it a Cthulhian statue? I dare get any fucking close to it. I don't know if it's suddenly going to spring out some sort of monster that's going to eat my face. So I need to get back home. I need to get back to base. Get myself some shit. Right, another temple. Right. I need gear. Right, another ritual temple area. At least I've got a couple I can just go to, so if something bad happens at one, I can just abandon it and go to the next one. Now you stop fucking raining. Now I'm out. Cheers, you bastard. God hates me. Right, let's get through and back home. As soon as we get back home, I can see if I can cook the flesh, see if that does anything, and cook the wood and see if it actually makes charcoal. Because that would be interesting. See if it makes like super charcoal or something. Do some experimentation on the materials. Yeah, being near these places makes me bloody paranoid because I think the animals are going to come try and eat me. Or at least, well, not necessarily eat me, but attack me. I have to stab him, and then some evil spirit is going to go, and then that is going to try and eat me, but then I can kill it just fine. Right. Alright. Right, Colium Swamp. So I'm at the swamp. I think that means that way. Yeah, mountains. Right, so it's that way is home. At least hopefully it is. Yeah, it's. I'm not honest. I don't know how powerful these bloody things are. I'm not sure how much. Because most of the time, I think it's because I'm so used to just go. Because I'm so used to all the other monsters, I just go around with stone tools. So it's not really that much of a concern, really. Yeah, you could fight the normal monsters. Never been that much of a never been that much of a concern. But these new ones get me to burn through swords. I don't like it. Ooh, I see brick. I see wall. I see home. Home. Home at last. Let's take it other way so I don't have to do any swimming. I don't mind being on the edge of the place, or being in it. Right, so I'm gonna have to get some shadow gems at some point. So shadow gems are gonna be the thing to do. And that means I have to gear up, go in there, and stop stabbing everything. Which is, yeah, the one concern that I have is I'm either going to burn through swords or die, and then end up going to having a bunch of materials or a bunch of high gear just splattered all over the bleeding forest. That's always the concern I have of having like iron tools or a diamond sword or something like that. As soon as I die, you drop it and then it's boned. It's just there. And if you don't pick it up in like 5 minutes, the bloody thing's gone. Home at last! Home. Right. Experimentation. Let's see if we can actually cook this Colium flesh. See if it actually does anything. Yeah. Whee! Hop. 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 Let's see if this actually does anything. It would be interesting to see if it does. Right. Cool. I don't want you. I want to get in. Do that. Yeah, you can stay there if you want. I don't care. Right. Let's try cooking flesh and see if that does anything. No. No. Right. Can I craft it to anything? No. Plague flesh. So I'm guessing that's the stuff that's used to advance the Necronomicon then. Being plague flesh. Ha, great. What's it between the Colium plague flesh and the plague flesh on the bone? Just like cut it off or something? With a stick. I don't know. Right, great. So, at least that's something else to actually build. Build in the off time. There's going to be a secret. Well, something that was found in the lands of the death of the abyss in the Nether. They found a Nether temple with a Nether portal that works. Hand wave, hand wave. That works just 'cause hand wave, hand wave. Right. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Right. Punk. Sink. Right, got a new sword. Sleep it off first. Let's just sleep it off. That was weird. That was weird and totally not surprised. Totally not surprised. Feigning ignorance. Oh, okay. Does it? Oh, so that fixed it then. Okay. for the whole week that has been happening, and then just getting in a bed, getting out of bed, and getting back into bed, fixed it somehow. Okay, wish I didn't do that now. It being broken was more interesting. Right, let's properly roam into this Corallium swamp then. See if we can find anything. So I find anything of interest. Because I'm going to need some stuff. Because I'm going to need... well, I'll start needing some Corallium. Well, some Corallium flesh. Well, actually, yeah, if I can get some Corallium flesh from these guys, then that'll make things slightly easier for me. I can just upgrade the Necronomicon to the Corallium Necronomicon pretty quickly. Hello. There's quite a fair few. Whoa, there's a lot of you. Hi, fellas. Oh, fuck off. Is there a lily pad? No? No? Great. Hi, do you mind just dying, please? Because I have the low ground, and you are all zombified. Idiots. Idiot. Yeah, I'm quite thankful you don't explode. Or at least probably the best situation to fight you if you did explode. Not that scary. Fix that, fix that. Whee! Some bonus usages. Hi. Hi. Surprise. Attack. Ow. Surprise. Attack. Surprise. Thank you. Back to the corner. Right. Well, there's lots of antimatter chickens. Is that a roofed forest? Am I gonna suddenly start finding like Corallium stuff in like a a roofed fortress, one of those woodland temples. That's gonna be weird. That would be really weird if that actually happened. It would be very bizarre. I'm tempted to hit the chicken now and see what actually happens. To see if they actually do explode or not. Right. Surprisingly, not that much. Not that much here, surprisingly. I think I'm prone to get more stronger stuff over in the bollocks about food. Over in the dark, dismal place of dismal terror. I'm gonna have to start killing them eventually, so I might as well get forward and start stabbing them now. If they're like the zombie, then killing them should be more just time consuming than bereft full of death. Right, so let's... that more slime. Would prefer if you didn't started making your temples. Thank you very much. God, there's loads of it here. Thank God. Go Hawaii, go Hawaii. Good God, there's bloody loads of it. Though there actually was like a Shoggoth here or something. This might be terrifying. If there actually was like a Shoggoth here or something, that would be very weird. And scary. Oh, well this, oh, there's... why is there not a slime? Because they say that it's usually spawned near water. And that's water. That's totally fucking terrifying. Does it light up? Not in the fucking slightest. Great. Great. I need to make an encampment nearby here so I can just sleep through the night. Or come here during the night. God, that's... how am I going to do that when I'm like geared up to the nines? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Right. The fuck? It's like a bloody rock fall. Bollocks to that, mate. Jesus. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. It's like a bloody rock fall. Because I have no idea what these bloody monsters sound like. I don't know if that was like the calling of one of the ghosts or something. It's friggin' dark in there. Oh, that's turning into night time as well. Bollocks. Bollocks to it. Bollocks to it. Bollocks to it. I'm getting geared up first. I'm going off iron. My hill, go away. It's my hill, go away. Go away. My hill, my hill, my hill, my hill. My hill. I really just don't know how strong these bastards are. I think that's the thing that terrifies me more. Having them suddenly go bleh at me is not the thing that's scary. In fact, when they go bleh and then two-shot me is the thing that terrifies me. I would prefer not having my stuff getting nicked or lost when I inevitably explode. The concern isn't the monsters, it's the inevitable death from the monsters is what the fucking think of. Scares the shit out of me. Right. Back up. That was terrifying. I need to do some reading. Work out what the bleeding fuck I'm supposed to do next. Because, well, the next step is to make the gateway key. I think to do, if the next step literally is just going to the dark forest and stabbing shadow demons, then okay, 'tis the next step then, and then I'm not entirely sure what the new materials are or how to get the new materials, because there's lots of added things for new armors like Abyssalcraft and something like that. And if it's going to be a lot easier for me to get to the nether, or a lot easier to get stuff from the nether, then might just go to the nether instead. I know how to work the nether. I know how to work the nethery shaft. So at least for that I will kind of understand what the fuck to do next. In all other stances, I don't know. Yeah. I was always wondering what I was going to bloody do today as an introductory episode, because I have no fucking idea what to actually do, because I had no idea if going in blind as now would be the right idea, because it'd be good to work out what the fuck to actually do first and then go off to do it. Because at this point I have no fucking idea what I'm actually doing next. Killing shadow demons seems to be the most closest thing to do, but I've no idea how tough they are. And if it requires, well, if the best thing to do is to get like Absentine or whatever armor, then getting that is probably the thing to do. Getting that is probably the thing to do, and going off to the nether to get the inevitable blaze rods may be the next point of interest. I need to do some more reading. It's I think I won't bore the episode out, won't drag the episode out anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna need to do a bit more research on what next step to do, because I have ideas of what to do next. Fucking Jesus. Come on then. Come on then. Oh yeah, spawn in the forest. Kind of the point. Makes even just transferring from safe haven to safe haven even more scary. Because something might pop up from behind the tree and go bang. Right, I'm in. I'm safe, and let's see if it glitches out again. Just because, and I think I'll leave. I think after the sleep, I'll leave that episode as is for now. So it does freak out, and I can see into the abyss of darkness and space. Nightmares. Yeah, I'll leave that episode there for now because I have no idea what to do next. I need to actually looking up into this mod now. I kind of purposely didn't look into it as well. It would be fun to go in blind. As with all mods, thing to do a lot of research into the mod first, so you can work out what the bleeding hell I'm actually going to do. So yeah, I'm going to be leaving it as that for today. I'm going to be streaming it again on Monday, next Monday. I might be streaming tomorrow, but that's going to be the Warhammer Eternal Crusade, the shooter. Getting back to doing the shooter, getting back into doing that. Because well, Sky Saga is now officially dead. Really, practically. I'm doing an article on it. I made a video for it and writing an article for it, kind of weighing how things turn out. Because there's 3 ways of how this could turn out. It's either death, it's either kind of dead, it's kind of dead, or really fucking dead. So yeah. So coming up with new stuff to stream normally, not for special occasions like Halloween. Right, so yeah, I'll leave that as that for now. Yeah, I'll leave that as that for now. Yeah, and so I'll see you either tomorrow or see you next week. Subscribe and all the doodle-doodle-doodle-doos. Follow us on the Twitter, because that's where we get all the instant stuff out. And go to the website for more stuff, because we have more stuff, and film stuff, and stuff. Perfunctories. Yeah, so goodbye for now.